Hello everybody, welcome back to Yoba TV. If you're new here, you're welcome. Kindly click that subscribe button on your screen, like, comment, and share this program. We all saw the latest update about the aviation whatever, and let me just read it out. Aviation Minister Keyamo dropped charges against Comfort and Wasiu Ayinde, appoint K1 Airport Security Ambassador. Sherry Okokon now fi peye meji nbe, because now there is a public outrage that kílódé tí K1 ò ní lọ sí kirikiri torí nǹkan tí K1 ṣe ó wà a little bit more. Ká tẹ̀ sọ pé K1 ò assault anybody, well, he assaulted the captain. So now K1 was not in prison and Comfort was in prison, so it was bringing a public outrage wípé poor people, poor masses nìkan ni poor masses nìkan ni òfin máa ń mú, kò kí ń mú àwọn olówó. So kíní yẹn dẹ̀ ti fẹ́ fà pé kán lọ gbé K1 kó náà lọ kirikiri. You know how this thing can twist and turn and everything. So I think that is why they decided that they are going to let them go with a warning. And at the same time, one thing to understand is that this has opened another door. Because now one compromise is safety. If we are letting everybody go, it's compromising people's safety. Mo video kan tí Very Dark Man ṣe láàárọ̀. It talks about voice notes tó ń jáde tó ń go around pé kábíyèsí. Yes, Nigerian women in position can be rude, but the fact and the safety measure still reads like, do not on your phone, off your phone. Should you understand this? This is a crime being committed. This is not anybody being rude. In fact, if that plane had crashed, right, would it have been the same energy being used? That is it. If that plane had crashed, share the same energy, no lemalo. You are compromising the safety of everybody. She àwọn tó ń gbé voice note jáde yẹn, ṣé wọ́n lè gbé voice note jáde. The cabin crew are put there to ensure the safety of everybody. And if we say eléyìí ṣá bẹ̀bẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́ kó lọ, eléyìí ṣá bẹ̀bẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́ kó lọ, gbogbo èèyàn náà máa ṣe àwọn nǹkan kan tí ò dá, because before we got to this part, to this side, a lot of safety measures has been compromised for a long time. Nigerians don't follow the rules. Nǹkan tá a sọ pé Nigeria ta fi sentiment, ta tẹ sentiment boy. If it was this place, they don't. The rules, the safety measure is supposed to be followed for the safety of the crews, the passengers, and the aircraft. Ẹ wo irú situation tí kìíní tó ti lè blast ní pé ẹ wo gbà tí K1 wà wings yẹn, tó bá jẹ́ pé captain yẹn rí ni, captain yẹn náà wá ń try láti avoid the K1. Tí plane yẹn bá go off runway, plane yẹn máa crash ni. Do you know that if the plane is off the runway, ó máa crash ni, ó máa gba náà ni o. So another day, another person can just stand up anytime and just be like, nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣe bí this, you know, because tá bá ń pardon eléyìí, tá sọ pé repented Boko Haram, tá ń pardon eléyìí, tá sọ pé torí pé ó ti mọ president, ká pardon eléyìí, tá sọ pé torí pé wọ́n ti ṣí ọyàn ẹ̀ sílẹ̀. Everybody will be, tí K1 bá lè gbómi wọlé, what is stopping all of us láti máa gbómi wọlé? Until they never buy somebody or plane never crash, you will not understand the safety measure. She revert think or come by she plane. You need to understand that this is not a car. This is an aircraft. Any little kini buy, everybody don't buy. I saw the video where they said that, okay, if the cabin crew was rude and everything, understandable, she can be rude. And when your man were rude, that is Nigerian women in power. They are always very rude. Even at that airport, you will see a lot of people, the way they talk to you as if, oh, that is their nature. But still, the safety measure needs to be addressed. The safety of the people is compromised. Only selfish interest. Nigerian citizens, they don't follow the rules and regulations. That is one fendi fact. The sentiments tí gbogbo yín fi sí ni pé torí pé ọyàn ẹ̀ ṣí, tí ọyàn ẹ̀ ò bá ṣí ńkọ́. You see the way she was slapping everybody and kicking everybody. Gbogbo àwọn tó assault yẹn ńkọ́. Ṣó lè assault èèyàn tó tó yẹn gan lo òyìnbó? Yes, I said, well, how would they bundle her like that? She was not complying. I don't understand. Ṣé àìmákàwé ló máa ń jẹ́ kẹ́ ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ni? This has nothing to do with the gender. Follow us, madam. Thomas, okay, don't leave your seat. You left your seat. Only konja ko koja. Any other to go somewhere, don't leave your seat. Because they want to make a citizen arrest. That is why they told you not to leave your seat. Ẹ̀yin tí àwọn cabin crew bí báyìí mo ti ní orin plane kan gbà kan tí mo wọ̀. Wọ́n ti restrain èèyàn pẹ̀lú handcuff rí. Mi ò mọ̀ pé handcuff wà ní flight. Wọ́n ti restrain èèyàn pẹ̀lú zip tie yẹn, kí ni zip tie yẹn rí? I don't even know those things were in the flight. Oh, ní lè move. Wọ́n ti restrain èèyàn pẹ̀lú sellotape rí. Wọ́n wrap ẹ mọ́ chair bí pé kẹ́ wrap mi mọ́ chair báyìí. Àtọwọ́ àtẹsẹ̀ mi ò lè dìde until the security come. And when the security operative came, how does this girl reacted? She was still kicking. They said, madam, please follow us. Ẹ̀rí ìgbà táwọn security yẹn lọ bẹ̀ ó ti kọ́kọ́ gbá cabin crew kan létí kó tó di pé àwọn yẹn gan rí gbé. She was proving stubborn. Ṣé ó fẹ́ fẹsẹ̀ rìn ni? Wọ́n wá sọ pé àwọn fẹ́ gbé ni. No. Sentiment ti pa wá Nigeria. And a lot of you will learn the hard way if you leave Nigeria. Nǹkan tó dánwò yẹn, ẹ̀wọ̀n ló máa, ó máa ṣẹ̀wọ̀n yẹn dáadáa ni. This is why you will say that the developed country is better than Nigeria, because people obey the rules. Wọ́n ti mọ consequence, they don't beg after they. In fact, tó bá ti bẹ òyìnbó, ayé ẹ̀ ti bàjẹ́ ni nílùú. Nǹkan tó bá ti yẹ kó máa bẹ òyìnbó, ayé ẹ̀ ti bàjẹ́, because they be like, if you are right, why are you begging? Is it that you do your right? Because ignorance of the law, you do something right or you don't. But the Nigerians, this is the problem. The people don't want to follow any rules and regulations. It has anything to do with your safety. It doesn't have anything to. They just don't care. Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? Do you know Kineko? If they say, excuse me, stay in your seat, respect yourself, and go see especially some cabin crew. These are professional. Kata was like, okay, I want in Nigeria, I want share dear. Go see especially cabin crew rude to. Artist software go joke say. What are you doing by the door? Ó wá gbé fóònù ẹ̀ sí ẹ̀yìn wọn nígbà tó sọ pé go and sit down. Wọ́n sọ pé ó fẹ́ jáde. Okay, ìgbà táwọn kìíní yẹn náà wá pé okay, excuse me, follow us. What did you do? You didn't follow them. You were kicking and pushing. That is why they have to drag you. If you behave like a goat, they will treat you like a goat. I have not seen anything wrong in what they did. But she might restrain her. Was she using her leg to walk and they were grabbing her? Why rí báwọn ọlọ́pàá ṣe mú àwọn èèyàn bí báyìí. Thomas sọ pé your drivers and license. I don't know, come out of the car. Don't come out of the car. We all àṣà àkínrí ni. Thomas gbẹ́sẹ̀ lé ọ̀run ẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀. If they say come out of the car and you're not coming out of the car. Ẹ má máa jẹ́ a máa pe ajá lọ́bọ̀ fúnra wa. The safety of everybody, if that plane had crashed, ẹjọ́ ta la fẹ́ blame. Because ẹ rò pé frequency kékeré yẹn, a lot can happen. And when you're talking, I think it was very dark, man, because I've watched a lot of video. I'm just mixing it up. We pay so nígbà tí ẹ sọ pé cabin crew yẹn ló wà rude, kò wá sí anybody no plane tó record gbogbo kíní. Kò sí anybody no plane. When you can follow simple instruction, Nigerians don't like rules. They don't follow rules. They don't like rules. All they want is, do you know who I am? Who are you to talk to me like that? Ó ti bà yín jẹ́. Imagine kó wá lọ ṣerú ẹ̀ ní bí báyìí. You know how they go finish you. Bó ṣe gbé ẹ̀yẹn náà lọ ṣe máa gbé ẹ. Ò bá ìwù ẹ kí ó bù ẹ já síta. You people said they drag her clothes intentionally. I don't know. She sentiment though that we arrived at the junction here. Is this sentiment? Like we arrived, they drag her clothes intentionally. For what reason? Even if I don't think it's intentionally. Intentionally. Ìgbà tí wọ́n náà ṣe bí ìdìgbòlugi ńkọ́, you are kicking and kicking. Oh, lẹ́sẹ̀ tó lè fi rìn ni. Politely, okay, ní airport, don't sọ pé okay, come with me, ma'am. She mama kick, you go with them. They will ask you questions, you respect yourself, and if you have acted like a person, they won't have treated you like an animal. But and you people, I don't understand. This is the person you are praising that because her breast is outside. She wore a cloth that is not covering very well, and she was dragging. So, and her breast got exposed. Ẹ rí pé ìgbà tó ọyàn ẹ̀ wá exposed, ìgbà yẹn ló ṣe wà comport rẹ̀. Kí ló ṣe tó máa ṣe bí ìdìgbòlugi? Gbogbo nǹkan tó bàjẹ́ nínú plane sí báyìí, who is going to pay for it? I think because they don't want to carry K1. That is why torí wọ́n ti rò pé if this girl can go to Kirikiri, face charges. K1 náà, nǹkan tí K1 ṣe yẹn náà, ó ju nǹkan tí girl yẹn ṣe. K1 literally risked the life of the people in that aircraft. So K1 is supposed to go to Kirikiri, and they don't want that to happen. That is why they said, let us forgive everybody. Has that not just opened another portal for people to be misbehaving? Téèyàn mi bá dénú plane 30 wà lókè tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí misbehave, tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí jà, tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí kíkì, kó má lọ kíkì ilẹ̀kùn ṣí, àbí kó lọ sí emergency exit. Kí gbogbo yín wọ́kú dànù. Ìyẹn ńkọ́? Because you don't pamper people, money pamper. You don't see, you don't do it. Let everybody face the consequence of their action. That girl acted like she's on something. And that is why she was just kicking and kicking everything and everybody. Why can't she behave herself maturely? And just come out, obey. Okay, go and sit down. You sit down. They come to go. You were not slapping anybody. Come with us, ma'am. They too, they are not kinina. You were assaulting somebody. And any cabin crew. Do you even know what it takes to be a cabin crew? Because if we say we want to talk like that, do you know what it takes to be a cabin crew? And it's the way our face is strong. Cabin crew is a survivor practice. Have you seen their training before? Do you think it's because of beauty? In case of emergency, Teba crash land. How are you going to save yourself? Do you know the secret part of the plane where there is water? In case Teba crashes, see mountain or be desert. TOTC emergency, Teba land sórí omi. Do you know who can pull you out in case you are stuck in your chair? In case of emergency. If thought if Teba law crash or anything can happen. This is why these people are there. In fact, studies shows that the reason why there is less men as cabin crew is because they realize that during crashes, women used to survive more. That is why there's more female cabin crew than male. Go and read. Educate yourself. Whatever, guilty or not, you are not supposed to be dragged like that because you behave like an animal. Do you think they are stupid to drag you like that? Why don't you comply and say, excuse me, come with us, and you go with them? Even if they are talking to you, even if you miss your flight, will you be fighting them? No. Why respect Tiare or Ronnie? You talk, okay, come with us, let us do this. You go with them. Well, look at that nonsense girl. She was kicking everybody. Even when she was in the car, look at the way she was kicking that man, holding their shirt and everything. Money le shade or do emi. Ah, well, malu ayet. I want pa camera malu no. Gbogbo àwọn tó lu yẹn ṣé tó bá tú ẹlẹ pẹ̀lú cabin crew yẹn ṣé o lè dá mú ni? She was professional. Ṣé o lè dá cabin crew yẹn mú ni? Ẹ sọ pé ojú ẹ strong. Wọn ò fún ẹ ní ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tó jẹ́ pé gbogbo ara ẹ máa rọ̀ ni. Those people, in case of attack and kini, you people are just body shaming people. You think it's beauty, not being a cabin crew. Survivor ni. Do you know how long they can hold their breath inside water in case of ditching? Do you know in case of terrorist attack, they learn this, what's it called? This self-defense. In case of terrorist attack, we understand what a cabin crew. You think until when they are steamer, they wear short skirts. Do you think their job is just to serve food? Those people, I think the minimum cabin crew that is assigned to a role is like 55 people to one cabin crew. In case of emergency, you think they are waitress. They are the eyes and everything of the pilot because the pilot cannot see back. In case there is fire in the cabin, and there is fire. How do you put it off? Did you know In case there's bomb on the flight, did you know how they are going to, where they are going to place the bomb? In case there's, anything can happen. These are what these people are trained for. So you can't just assault them. Because you don't understand one thing. These are the people that can save your life. And everything the cabin crew did was protocol. Switch off your phone. You are forgetting the whole crime. You are crying because of breast. Kilo one breast. Ìgbà tó mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ṣe wọṣọ tó ṣí èrè bí a ṣe èrè kúrò nílé ó dẹ̀ ń jugbá òun jùsẹ̀. Ìgbà tó mọ̀ pé ò fẹ́ kí breast ẹ̀ wá expose lórí tó ń jupá tó ń jùsẹ̀. Exactly. So that is one thing I want. Nigerian sympathy una be 5 and 6 until one of you never pay for that airport. Only everybody only pay. Should be sentiment in it. This one will do something bad and beg. And you said the power of social media. What power? You are just risking your life. You are just want to ship or tag. Anybody can do anything they want to do in the airport, and they will look at you. Bear by that, your brain will reset again because your safety is being compromised. That is one thing you guys are not seeing. If anything had happened to that plane, and you never joke with them, analyze. And you should be in contact with we don't do sentiment. No, sentiment is out of it. So please, I understand you pay. Kọ́nà ṣọyàn tẹ́ bá rò pé plane ti land kò lè crash ó parọ́ tán rẹ̀ o. Àìmọye crashes in me, a lot of crashes ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ tẹ́ bá tẹ̀ ti land tẹ́ ti kanlẹ̀. Plane yẹn lè jáwọ́ lọ sí kinní báyìí kó dẹ̀ gbaná. Yes, plane lè wà ní airport kó gbaná. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n lè ṣe máa board báyìí kí plane gbaná kó lánà. Tí kúrò ní airport kó gbaná. Kí n rí ni. Mo ní screwdriver lásán tó bá wà lórí runway nígbà tí plane bá fẹ́ take off. Plane yẹn máa crash ni. You understand that kind of thing. So we have to educate ourselves like the pilots are not there. This cabin crew, they are ensuring the safety of everybody. So this one that says somebody is rude because they tell you to off your phone. They are not being, that is not being rude. That is for you to arrive, for you to arrive safely in your home. Because if anything happens, àtèyàn tí ò pa phone, àtèyàn tó pa phone, gbogbo yẹn níjọ délé pé ni o. So don't joke with when it comes to aviation because it's very risky. It's a very risky job. And you are body shaming or shaming the cabin crew, saying she look too strong. Ọjọ́ tẹ́ máa mọ yìí cabin crew tó look hefty ní ọjọ́ tó bá jẹ́ pé Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kẹ́ crash. That is when you will understand that ọpẹ́lọpẹ́ ẹni òun ló gbé wá. Ṣáwọn tó rí fẹ́lẹ́fẹ́lẹ́ bí egungun ẹja yẹn ṣé àwọn ló fẹ́ gbé yín ló fẹ́ lift yín? Doesn't make sense. Wọ́n pè nǹkan ní survival of the fittest. Ẹ rò pé plane is, you think those cabin crew are your waitress? You dey Jones. They are not your waitress. They are there to keep you alive. Maybe you don't know. They are there to keep you alive. Take the compression. Go and Google the compression. Tó bá ṣẹlẹ̀. Àwọn cabin crew yẹn ti ní oxygen mask tó máa gbé sórí tó máa fi rìn káàkiri láti make sure that everybody is okay. Who will you call? Did you know what it takes to be a cabin crew? I don't even think you do. Read about things like this. I think the problem we have in Nigeria, selective outrage. She's now the victim. No, everybody in that plane had a victim. Their life was at risk. And that woman was doing her job to make sure everybody is safe. And one nonsense girl, Totimu Ice, crystal meth, Tori Etidaru. She was just acting as if anyway, over pampered, I don't even know. I don't know what's in the warrior. Please don't be in a flight with me, because if you have to behave like a nuisance like that, I don't want you to I don't want my safety to be compromised. Now only most of me. Moving on from this, they are forgiving this, repented Boko Haram. They are forgiving this. What were you going to expect? Look at the issue of repented Boko Haram. What happened? Now they said they have already learned everything about the Nigeria Army defense, this thing. Now they are not using it to attack the soldiers. wọ́n ti mọ base wọ́n ti mọ gbogbo ẹ̀ wọ́n fi wọ́n attack àwọn so ẹrù pé lásán náà ń bọ́ǹbù tó ń pa àwọn sójà ẹ̀ dànù. This one now, this one she don't beg. K1 don't beg now. And you do something bad, you beg. You do something bad, ignorance of the law, abi. Next time, one machine when you locate then you'll be like, you will understand how your safety can be compromised. You will understand how your safety can be compromised. So if everybody is saying, hey, you should do this and beg, they will see until when they buy somebody for that your airport. Una no go no. Say your safety is being compromised. Anything can happen at any given fucking time. Understand that we have to follow the rules and regulation when it comes to aviation. Aviation is not, it's one of the most dangerous means of traveling, because if any small thing happen, everybody don't buy. Do you understand? Any small thing happen. We have this issue in Nigeria. Look at that Dana here now. 3 minutes to landing. So. Look at that now. Anything can happen. This is aviation. A little thing by money. If a screwdriver was on the wrong way and a pilot it gbabbe koja, plane might crash ni. Bó ṣe rí nìyẹn. So ẹ jẹ́ a wà careful. Kì í ṣe pé kó máa gbé wọn ni wọ́n gbòòrò máa dìyẹ lọ́wọ́ ọkú. Ọlọ́run wọn jẹ́ kó lo àkìtàn lọ́jẹ̀. This is not to ignite fear. This is just an educative chat for you to understand. Wípé ká sọ̀ láyọ̀ làwà. Ká sọ̀ láyọ̀. Ká tiẹ̀ ṣe wọ́n kọ́ sọ̀ láyọ̀ náà. You're editing your video. Don't edit anything. Switch it off and you have to be active during that time of landing, because critical phase of flight is takeoff and landing. Ibo ni crash ti máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ tó pọ̀ jù. Is it not takeoff and landing ni? Ibẹ̀ ni crash ẹ lọ Google ẹ̀ now. This is on Google. Ibẹ̀ ni crash ti máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀. So they need everybody to be sound and active. You will make sure that all the pathway, the aisle is clear. You understand? Everybody, the windows are open, your seat is upright, because that's the reason why they are telling you all these things. But your seat that was bent is upright. So that in case of anything, it will be easier. Go see bag, it won't block for everybody to jack back in case of anything. That is why switch off your phone. Be active. That time you have to be active, because if anything go wrong, to ṣe wá wò pé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀, tó tẹ̀ mọ̀ pé nǹkan kan ti ṣẹlẹ̀. Tó ṣe wọ́n wò pé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ kó tó mọ̀ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀, plane ti la, plane ò pẹ́ la náà. Plane pọ̀ ló máa gbọ́, ó ti tán. Ó máa burst níbi pé kí nǹkan bẹ́ kẹ fẹ́ atẹ́gùn sínú nylon kẹ wá ṣe pow, ó ti tán. Gbogbo èèyàn ti kú nìyẹn. Bí plane ṣe rí nìyẹn. So ẹ jọ̀ọ́, safety gangan ni kókó. Ká sọ̀ láyọ̀ ni kókó. Wherever you think you may be, ká sọ̀ láyọ̀. Ẹ wo Ghana helicopter crash tó ṣẹlẹ̀ yẹn now. Ministers, do you think ẹ wo, whoever you can be, when it comes to anything, don't fly. You have to be extremely careful. Ministers, ẹ wo ti àwọn minister tó kú, ministers ní Ghana helicopter crash. Tẹ́tà ni ò lè kú. When it comes to nǹkan tó bá ti ń fò, ó pààyàn ju anything lọ. So ẹ jọ̀ọ́, understand aviation rules and regulations. It's just to educate us. Ẹ má sọ pé you are this thing. No. Tí ẹ délé náà àbí kò tí ẹ bọ́lẹ̀ náà. Mo ní plane máa ń lana. There was a time I don't even know where I was flying to. I was looking at that plane by tọ́dẹ̀ ń ṣe mọ̀ emergency evacuation. It was still on the one tí ìgbéra wọ́n ṣì ń board ni. Àwọn tó ti jókòó náà evacuate pàápàá ibì kan ń jóná bí díẹ̀. Níbi tail plane yẹn ń jóná. Àwádẹ́ wà náà another plane. Ọlọ́run máa yẹ kéèyàn rọrùn. So you have to be active. Sit upright. Switch off your phone. Switch it off. Take all your bag back to the overhead compartment so that in case of emergency landing, ẹ lè tètè sá jáde. Kì í ṣe pé they were doing that. Open your window. Open the window so that you will be able to see outside in case something is going wrong. Bóyá engine gbaná, you will be able to see it and let them know that nǹkan kan ti ṣẹlẹ̀. Because surely a minute, ẹ wo ti India here to crash here. Within a minute, tí bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn mi ò mọ bó ṣe escape o. Òun náà ò bá ti kú náà. ó ní òun ṣí emergency door yẹn ni òun dẹ̀ bẹ́ jáde within a minute a second ẹ wo K1 náà a second ló wà láàrin ikú àti ìyè nínú aviation. So bọ̀bọ̀ ìgbà tí India Air tó ń take off yẹn bó ṣe crash báyìí bí bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn ṣe ṣílẹ̀kùn báyìí bó ṣe bẹ́ jáde báyìí Ọlọ́run ló yọ within a minute yẹn lèèyàn a second mo ń sọ ní ikú àti ìyè wà when it comes to aviation kì í fún ẹni 2 seconds a second ni ẹ wo ti K1 within a second tó dọ́ọ̀k yẹn tí ò bá dọ́ọ̀k yẹn tí ò bẹ̀rẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ yẹn ó ti kú nìyẹn ní ti aviation a second péré. So ẹ má máa rò pé who you are no this is your life you won't be anybody if anything happen to you. So obey the rules and stop body shaming cabin crew. If the Nigerians Nigerians can frustrate you. Cabin crew serve a lot of people in the plane, but she attend this, they not attend it to everybody. Bẹ́ẹ̀ náà náà ń check pé ṣé kò sí nǹkan kan pẹ̀lú engine, ṣé kò sí nǹkan kan tẹ̀, ṣé iná ọ̀ràn bí kankan, ṣé kò sí nǹkan kan tó wà suspicious. So they were checking everything, making sure that cabin is okay for the pilot to fly. There's nothing a pilot can fly if there's no cabin crew. A plane cannot go without cabin crew. That is just it. A plane cannot move without cabin crew because ta ló máa bá pilot ṣọ́ wípé nǹkan kan ò ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́yìn pé ẹ̀yìn wà safe. Pilot iwájú nìkan náà wà, ṣe máa rí pilot wá jókòó tì wá ni. No, they are always at the cockpit. So who is going to ensure that the back is safe? It's the cabin crew. In fact, they work money. There is no plane that can go without a cabin crew. I've told about your passenger plane economy. Because pilots can't be playing. Because the safety of the back is very, very paramount. Ibo deni, share cockpit, flight deck. Ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ni accident ń ṣẹlẹ̀ jù ni? Ṣé kìí ṣe no cabin ìtajọ wà yẹn? Ibo ni accident ń ṣẹlẹ̀ jù? It's from the cabin now. So ẹ̀yin dẹ̀ sọ pé yẹn cabin crew yẹn was rude. Nigerians wọ́n gbẹ̀ràn rírọ̀. Ẹran ni a lot of Nigerians no. Nigerians, they don't like rules. They break rules. They don't like anything that has to do with rules and regulations. They feel they are superior. Or so you are better than anybody, or you know one person. Nigerians don't obey rules and regulations. So that is why the cabin crew actually, and that girl, if he decided not to leave that plane, they are going to drag her out because they have to prepare that plane to go again. And when you what on do plane, one ni olo fẹ́ jáde, one ni ò lè jáde. Why they lọ jókòó? Ìgbà táwọn security there, why they did why they jáde? We come out now. But they have to prepare that plane again for it to take off. And when you're going to do the plane, you have to padà lọ síbi tó ń bọ̀. So they have to drag her out. They still have to bring her down. That is just it. She messed herself up. Nobody messed her up. If you behave like a mature person, you're arrest in no plane. Arrest in the airport. She will go on do She best say no ma fi rìn. Ìgbà tí wọ́n náà fẹ́ comport rẹ̀. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ṣe bí animal. Period. Wọ́n ṣe bí animal ni now. Because they have to prepare the plane for the next passengers. For them to, I want to travel ṣé wọ́n ní lọ ni. Torí pé ọmọ kan sọ pé òun ò sọ̀kalẹ̀. So understand that Nigerians, that is what I feel. Oh. That's what I feel. I just hope this doesn't open another gate for people to be behaving like a nuisance until táwọn kan bá ṣì kú ní airport. Not to realize okay, they have to be strict when it comes to aviation. They have to be extremely strict. They are strict over here. Very strict. Don't just put the wash or cash or go out somewhere for the wallet. Why please put something over your clothes? But you will be rude. I want Korean. I want my shade that. Oh, wash or cash or that. It will make the other passenger uncomfortable. They will just tell you can't enter. So you have to put something over your clothes. So you have to be strict with your rules and regulations, or else nobody will abide by it. Tí kéwọn bá lè sọ pé òun fẹ́ gbómi wọlé, gbogbo àná la máa gbómi wọlé. Tí gẹ́yẹ̀ bá sọ pé òun ò pa phone, gbogbo àná la máa pa phone, gbogbo aládọjọ́ máa kú pọ̀. I just understand. Tí wọ́n bá sọ pé ò pa phone ẹ̀ báyìí, ọ̀tọ̀ jókòó sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ sọ pé since tí wọ́n ò pa phone ẹ̀, òun náà ò pa phone ẹ̀. Ẹ máa rí pẹ̀lú mi máa wọ plane tí a ní ṣebí ìbọn lè fi sí flight mode, ṣebí kò ní ìdí kó pa phone, ṣebí kò ṣe kíní kan. Gbogbo èèyàn náà wá tan phone sílẹ̀. Ẹ mọ̀ pé action tí wọ́n bá ṣe àwọn èèyàn náà máa copy ẹ̀, má rò pé wọ́n nìkan ló ń ṣe. If everybody decide that they are not going to off their phone, they are not going to off their phone, need your coupon. Coupon. Don't say because it's only me that on my phone. You want to pay only you. And your me to no matter phone. Because this is society. They are easily influenced. If you feel like you don't need to off your phone, don't off it. By the time you so that's only KJ. Maybe you go explain yourself. That is just it. Tí kí wọ́n wá sọ pé òun náà fẹ́ máa gbómi wọnú plane, òun gbọ́dọ̀ máa gbómi wọn. Èmi náà máa mú bottle mà lẹ́mi náà gbọ́dọ̀ gbómi wọnú plane pé mi gan tí n bá mú mi within a second mo máa kú. Bó ṣe rí nìyẹn everybody ẹlòmíì á tún gbé alcohol sínú bottle pé alcohol is medicinal. If they give everybody opportunity, they will misuse it. That is why it's better not to give anybody any opportunity. And that is all I have to say about this. If you need more explanation, go and read. But the best thing for you is to follow aviation rules and regulations. I know a woman tó jẹ́ pé fruit ló gbé wọ another country. Èso fruit time gem. I've forgotten the fruit. Was it mango? And it is illegal to bring mango into that country. Just imagine. Ó dẹ̀ ṣẹ̀wọ̀n. Kéèyàn gbé mango wọnú country. Mango kì í ṣe púpọ̀ o. Bí pé kéèyàn wá bí 5 or 6 mangoes in a bag. And that mango is illegal in that country. Ó dẹ̀ ṣẹ̀wọ̀n. So there's no ignorance of the law. If you know that something is not clear, read about it or call them. And if you are up there, please respect those cabin crew because they are trained to keep you alive. They are trained to keep everybody alive. So respect that. Put your ego aside. 3 minutes to my land. Ni o le fi pa phone any. 3 minutes before. Ṣé mo go to what one airspace in Nigeria? Automatically you will see the signal. But you mentioned any. If you're already in a country airspace and you have a working SIM card, you will have seen the signal of the network and everything. So when you're being not mama call, could they call in real time? Your time, your delicate call. In something time think go wrong. That is what they are trying to explain to you. But you people don't listen to the pre-flight kini to man demonstrate for you. Safety measure to man demonstrate about one plane to man show the screen. You don't listen. So make sure your phone is off. Just 3 minutes. Tell to wire space. Mama. Yes, I've entered a plane. Everybody was just calling. Yes, I'm about to land now. You're about to land. Just imagine. Oh, till land, only you're about to land. You know, for assurance, go my daily. Aircraft. I don't know. But if you need any question, please read about it. We're just trying to be safe out there. Money airplane kì í ṣayé ọjọ́ yẹn mọ́. Airplane sì tó jẹ́ pé gbogbo part ẹ̀ wọ́n lè order ẹ̀ láti China. Tó jẹ́ pé anybody can just manufacture airplane parts. So it's not as standard as before. You know what we are saying now. It was standard before. So this time is not a time that you'll be joking and you see the way plane they fall, where they fall for sky. So keep yourself safe. It's for your own good. So it's for your own because who you go? If you ask me, now who you go ask? At any passenger, it's for the safety of all of you. This is the last time I'm talking about this because Nigerians are I am just surprised to see a lot of Nigerian women who we think they are, up there, but they are not. It's just common sense here. And if they cannot apply it, now so they be. Teba to want to play next time. Gbogbo yẹn ton phone shetibo. That your poop money. God bless you everybody. Have a wonderful day.